Welcome to my buzzsaw.
What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your man VACAY-J, and yeah, it's that time again. It's time for that next video, that new video, episode 5 recap for Power Book 4 Force. And you saw that exclusive clip right there. Yeah, your boy Tommy gets knocked out. And we're going to check that out in this recap here. I'm going to break everything down for you as I usually do. Listen, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Absolutely like, comment below. Before we get into this, definitely check out all my recaps of all the episodes. This is the mid-season finale, and I'm going to break it down for you today. Yeah, that's right. Your boy Tommy gets knocked out, and there's a whole lot going on. Let's get it. All right, so with everything going on from episode 1 to episode 4, the Serbians are coming after Tommy. They're coming after Liliana, and he's reminiscing of everything that just happened, everything that happened up until this episode, right? He took out Tatiana, and he's thinking about everything that has happened in Chicago and what's coming for him next. There's a lot coming for Tommy. He has put on a lot of pressure, and he's thinking about it all. He's plotting. He's thinking about how he's going to make this thing happen, how he's going to survive all of this. And he's thinking about the conversations that he's having definitely with Diamond, and how Diamond's like, listen, once you get this thing started, there's no turning this thing off at all. And yeah, Walter Flynn's talking about, yeah, there's a storm coming and everything. So he's thinking about all these words that were said to him up until this very point. And he is really plotting and planning for what's to come. Now, again, don't know what's coming yet, so you can only do but so much. But yeah, Tommy, he seems like he's ready, but he's not ready yet, right? He's not really prepared for what's about to come. So he's driving down the street, about to go handle some business, do whatever he's doing. And yeah, of course, Tommy's always getting followed by somebody, right? Somebody's always following him. And it looks like a Jeep, very familiar Jeep. And yeah, he's going to get pulled over once again by your girl, Claude. And now they're having a conversation. Again, he's like, what are you doing pulling me over again the same way you did before? And she's telling him about the new product and everything, and that he definitely needs to check it out. And she tries to pull it out. He grabs her arm like, hey, and she's like, oh, you jumpy? He's like, yeah, I'm prepared for anything. And that's right, Tommy, you prepared for anything that's coming your way because there's a lot coming your way, right? So she pulls it out. It's glowing in the dark. Tommy's like, yeah, that's a nice party trick or whatever. Looks good, but how good is it really? He's like, yeah, you got all of this, right? But you don't have anybody to be the distro for you. You don't have nobody to distribute it for you, right? So he's just like, yeah, you know, there's a difference between the person holding the chainsaw and the buzzsaw, and does his little phrases. You know, he got his phrases, right? And she's looking at him, and she puts a little bit on her lips while he's talking all this trash. Like, yeah, you know, you need somebody to do this for you. Like, your joint is not that good. So she rolls up on him, just like the exclusive clip that you saw in the beginning. Rolls up on him, and yeah, she lays it on him, boy. She lays her lips on Tommy's lips, right? And we seeing what's going on. She's basically transferring the product from her lip to his lips. But yeah, he's not just having it on his lips. He's definitely ingesting whatever it is. And with all of that, yeah, he liked the kiss. He definitely liked that kiss that Claude laid him on him. But he's really now feeling the effects of the designer product that she just put on him and he took in. And now he is flying. He's like, ah. She takes his finger and plucks him onto the hood of his car. Yeah, he can't even move. He's like paralyzed. He's done. That designer product took him out. And she's like, welcome to my buzzsaw, right? She's holding the buzzsaw. He cannot move. He's on that hood of his car. Man, your boy Tommy, for the first time, got laid out. Yeah, he got laid out clean, right? He is what?
You got knocked the f*** out.
So Tommy is raving to Liliana about the designer products. He's like, yo, this is the best thing I've ever had. Like, you know, we got to get it. We got to break it down. So he has a little sample, right, that she left with him. And he's basically like, yo, can you break this down? Can you step on it and see what it's made of and see how it's cut? So, of course, Liliana, you know, she's the expert or whatever. She's asking questions, you know, what's the reaction of it? Is there aftertaste? You know, how did you take it? Did you, you know, like put it into your veins, or did you, you know, how did you get it into your system? And she's asking these questions, and he's like, yeah, nah, I didn't do that. I didn't smoke. I didn't do any of that stuff. And she's like, how did you do it? Right. And this is the crazy part. She's kind of messing with it with the driver's license of one of the Serbian goons that they took out last episode. That's crazy, right? So she's trying to break it down and see exactly how it's made and how it's cut and everything else like that. And she's asking him, yo, how did you take this thing? Like, how did you get this into your system? And he's like, yeah, you know, I was basically kissed into ingesting this designer product, right? So, you know, your girl Liliana is on some like, what? He's like, yeah, you know what? She gave me, I just tasted lipstick, and, you know, basically like she kissed me and transferred it over. So she started laughing because it looks like Tommy's blushing or whatever. And she's laughing. He's like, what? What are you laughing at? He's like, yeah, you know, I would get the product if, you know, Claude Flynn kissed me too. Right? I would get a whole bunch of product. And he's like, yo, would you stop playing and just go get your bag or whatever so I could, you know, we can find out what's going on with this thing. Like, we got to find out what's really good. Right? So now we see your boy Diamond. He's jogging. He's minding his own business. He's doing what he's doing. Right? And then this dude shows up, man. Barbershop detective. Now we know his name is Seamus, right? He got that, you know, Irish name, Seamus, right? So he pulls him over, harassing Diamond, like, yeah, you know, spread your leg, blah, 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 get in the car. So he puts him in the car, and, you know, Diamond's like, yo, you act like you know me or something like that, man. How do you even know me, man? And Seamus is basically revealing now. He's like, yo, remember that bad product that you had on the street? He's like, yeah, you know, it affected one of my peoples. Like, he mentioned probably his sister's name, right? His sister's name, because Vic mentioned his sister before. And Dom's like, yo, I took that off soon as I found out it was bad. And he was like, well, it was too late, right? So they going back and forth. And he's like, yo, I paid my dues. I did 15 years. And Seamus just like, yeah, you know, you guys find religion and we just supposed to believe you and all this and that. He's like, well, you know, are you going to change? And he's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, you taking money from, you know, Vic and them and all of this and that. And he's like, get out my car. He's like, yo, I served my time. And guess what? We all got, you know, things that we got to pay for our pass. Right? So now we see Jannard, boy. Here we go. Jannard is complaining to Elijah about his 15 years that he was holding down CBI. And yeah, he's really showing his feelings in this one. Like, he's really getting emotional. You could tell because, yeah, Diamond is running with Tommy. He's like, yo, that really hurt me, man. That really hurt me. It was supposed to be me and Diamond. You know, everything I did for 15 years. And Elijah's like, yo, let's go start our own thing. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, I'm not giving that up. I'm not giving up that power. We're not starting nothing. I'm going to hold it down. So Jannard really is expressing, he's really in his feelings about this whole thing. And he's pretty much jealous that Diamond is running with Tommy and trying to make moves without him, even though he held it down for so long, right? So now we see the Serbians, boy. And your boy Milkovic, he's in town. He came from New York after finding out what's going on. He's like, yo, how is it that James St. Patrick's partner, Tommy Egan, is in Chicago and he took out Tatiana? How is this happening, right? And a guy comes out of nowhere. He's like, yo, Tatiana, man, yo, she wasn't all that, B. Like, she was weak, right? And your boy Milkovic, he don't like that. So we took that dude out. He is gone. We ain't going to see him in the next episode. He talks to the other guy. He's like, yo, you good? He's like, yo, whatever you need, right? He don't want to get knocked. He don't want to get taken out. So Tommy and Liliana, they still going through it. They still trying to break it down. And she's like, man, this thing just self-destructs. I can't break it down. It doesn't mix with any other substance. Like, she is definitely a chemist at all of this, man. So he's like, for real? He's like, okay, listen. He's like, listen, I'm going to get you some more so you can experiment on it and break it down because we need to know how this is broken down, right? So he's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. And she starts smirking at him or whatever. And he's like, yo, what you smirking at? Like, what's going on? He's like, yeah, we like basically partners, da-da-da-da. He's like, nah, we not partners. What are you talking about? Don't be catching all feelings and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, Tommy's trying to be hard. But yeah, it's like they're partners, like they're business partners or whatever. But he doesn't want to admit that, right? He doesn't want to admit that at all. He's just trying to keep her in place and not trying to allow her to catch feelings and this, that, and the third, right? So he's like, I'm going to go get some more. Just stay right here. Don't take anything. Don't take any more of it, right? And she's like, all right, all right. So now here we go with Claw's girl. And she's like, you didn't move Dahlia. What's going on? You're supposed to move the product. Whatever, what was happening. And, Claudia's like, yo, we got to be strategic with this thing. We can't just move this thing like that. And her girl is on some like, nah, we need to move it right now. So she really going back and forth. She's like, yo, I need to take this away from you because it doesn't seem like you the right Flynn. And she's threatening to take, the chemist and all of this away from her, right? So now we got Diamond and we got Tommy. And now they're talking. They're in the shop. And he's like, basically, you saying that if we take out the Serbians, we can get the whole West Side pipeline and all this and that. And he's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And Tommy's like, yeah, look at us. We on the same page again. We on the same page, right? I like how that's so, Tommy's like, so what do you want? You know what I'm saying? The man without a plan is the dead man in the room, right? You got these lines. You got these one-liners. So, Diamond's like, hey, listen. I want a percentage. I want half, 50%. And then Vic comes in and Tommy's like, yo, I don't even have 50%. Basically, we got to split this thing 3 ways because Vic is involved. He's like, yeah, Vic already, took out like 2 of the Serbians. He's already part of this. And yeah, we just going to have to work together, right? So Diamond's on some like, yo, you sure you a part of this? Like you already part of what Tommy's all about, this whole plan? And Vic is like, yeah. So Tommy's like, yo, we can make this thing happen, man, just as long as we agree to work together and make it happen and take out the Serbs, right? So Diamond, again, he's questioning Vic, but Vic is like, yo, I'm all in. I'm all in with this. And yeah, I'm rolling with Tommy and we rolling together. So they decide to roll together and they do some recon on the Serbians. They find out that the Serbians, they roll 6 at a time. Right, so if they got arrested, only a couple of them got arrested. If they got busted, only a couple of them got busted. You know what I'm saying? So they strategically have 6 guys always at different locations in different spots. So yeah, Diamond, Tommy, and Vic, they're checking that out. They're breaking down all the numbers. They're making sure that, okay, we see how they roll, where the spot's at. And then they talk about their percentage. So they're talking about each one of them would get 33%. But, of course, Diamond is smart one. He's like, yo, there's 1% left out of that 33%. So Vic is like, yo, I'll give it up. You know what I'm saying? I'll give it up. I mean, it's fine with me, because the Flynn's, they already got money, right? And they just like, yo, what you going to do? Like, we can trust each other and do all this and that. Who's giving up that 1%? And Tommy's like, yo, I'm with it as well. Like, they basically giving that 1% to Diamond, right? Because Diamond is the one that's really going to be coming with the manpower and everything else like that. They are the ones that got the most to lose. So they agree that Diamond's going to get 34% and they'll get the rest of the percentage. So they break that down. They do a little bit of math. There's a little bit of math problems in here, family. But I got your back, right? So Tommy's like, yo, we need Jannard. Get Jannard on this as well. And Diamond was kind of hesitant at first, but Tommy's like, yo, we need everybody. So, yeah, Diamond goes to Jannard. They're sitting down in the barbershop. And Jannard is like, yeah, man, I don't know about this. Like, we don't really mess with the Serbs and all this and that. And Diamond's like, yo, we'll be the first people in the history, black men and everybody will be coming together, taking out the Serbs and running the West Side. And guess what? We're going to get 34%. He's like, you a mathematician. Jannard, do the math. What's that? He's like, yo, that's a pretty large percentage. And the 1% will keep stacking up and stacking up. So he's with it because he sees the math. He sees the numbers. He's like, yo, I'm with me. Yo, you got to be with me. And Diamond and Jannard, they give each other pounds. And they're like, all right, we're going to make this happen. But we already know Jannard has his own ulterior plan. He got his own ulterior motives. He wants to take Diamond out for real, for real. So we're going to see what happens with that. So now Tommy comes back to the crib. You know, Liliana's like, yo, you got some more? He's like, nah. He's like, did you break it down? She's like, no. So they're on some like, you know, talking about the Serbs coming. And your boy Tommy's like, yo, basically they coming after you. So you need to just take all the bricks and just go start a new life. He's like, yo, I could set you up. And she's like, nah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. He's like, don't you have family? And she's like, no, I don't got family, man. This is my life. Like, I don't know any other life, right? And she doesn't. Like, she been on a run for a long time. You know, she's been doing this for a very long time. And she has no other place to go. So, you know, Tommy's on some like, yo, you got to do whatever I say. Like, you got to tell me where you're going at all times because I got to protect you. If you're going to stay and it's going to be 50-50 and everything else like that, then you got to just be open to communicate with me as far as where you are so I can protect you at all times. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to leave his side. And at the same time, she's staying loyal to Tommy. She's like, yo, Tommy, you the one that got me good. You could have ticked me out, but you the one that really got me good. You know what I'm saying? And she feels like she owes something to Tommy because Tommy didn't take her out. At the same time, I think Tommy's the only one that probably gave her a 50-50 deal. Like treating her like an equal almost. You know what I'm saying? And any deal that goes down with whatever that she cut with him. All right. So now Vic goes, talks to Simon, his boy Simon, and they agree. And Simon agrees to rock with Vic on this whole move to take out the Serbians. Right. So now we got Tommy, your boy Tommy boy. He's coming through. He's making moves and he's talking to your girl, Claude. Claude got a drink from him. He's like, I don't got no time to drink, man. You called me here. What's up? So she's like, yeah, we need to talk about percentage and everything else like that. So Tommy's like, listen, I can play point. I get 70, you get 30. She's like, hell nah. Like, forget all that. Get out of here. He's like, all right, good luck. And then she's like, nah, let's do 60-40. And he's like, nah, I don't want to do 60-40. She's like, listen, it's my product. It's my deal and everything else like that. So Tommy's like, all right, 60-40, which way? Which way is it going to go? Right? 60-40. Now, you know, she rolls over to him. She's like, it rolls in your favor. 60, you get 60, I get 40. So he's like, deal. Because that's a big percentage. He's getting 6% of all of that. Because he's the one that's going to have the distribution throughout, you know, throughout Chicago. So she's like, yeah, I need you to do something for me, though. I need you to, you know, definitely do something real quick because we got to cause a diversion or something like that, right? So Tommy's going to get on it. They formulate a plan as to what's about to go down. All right. Now, look, family, it's about to start getting very interesting here. So we see Milikovich, and he's on the phone. He's getting the dudes together. He's getting the Serbs together. He's making sure everything is in place. And this dude is not playing. They coming after Tommy and Liliana. They seriously want to take them out because too many of their men have been dropping, right? So now we see your boy Diamond. Tommy calls Diamond. It's like, yo, we got everything in place. It's like, yeah, everything's in place. We gonna make it happen. All right. He's like, man, okay, I appreciate you for coming through. Because at first, Diamond wasn't with it. Diamond wasn't trying to get CBI involved in this whole Serbian thing. But I guess he changed his mind because of what is to gain, right? Because if they take out the Serbians, man, that's a whole west side pipeline, right? That's the whole west side of Chicago that they're going to get major, major money as far as the distribution of the designer product. He's like, yo, I got to do something first, though. I got to do something first. So Tommy is looking down, right? He's up on the bridge. He's looking over his car, and he's looking down at Claudia's girl, and she's giving, you know, instructions to the guy that has the product on the truck, right? So the plan is for Tommy, you guys probably saw it, for Tommy to go down after Shorty leaves and go get the guy's keys to take the barrel of the designer products, right? So there's like a couple of barrels in there. So he goes in there while dude is in the bathroom, right? And he takes whatever off of like the hook inside the stall. Guy comes out. He's like, what the heck? And Tommy's like, yo, sit your butt down. Sit down, right? So Tommy basically is like, yo, man, let me ask you a question. How much money do you make, right? Okay, before we get to that, he's like, yeah, I got kids. It's like, yeah, you're going to see your kids if you just be cool, right? Just be cool. You know, Tommy got these one-liners, boy. He got these one-liners in all of his show, right? Okay. So now he's like, listen, man, how much you get paid per hour? He's like, yo, I get paid 30 per hour, right? So Tommy gives him some money. It's like, man, you just got a raise. It's like, okay, cool. That's what's up. He's like, yo, what's in those barrels? He's like, yo, the future's in those barrels right there. Don't even worry about it, man. But yeah, you just got a raise. He's like, you're a smart guy, man. I could use smart people like you, right? Cool. So Tommy got the product, right? He got the product, the designer product, but it's in a couple of barrels. It's not a lot at all. It's not like a big, you know, supply of this designer product, okay? So now here we go. We see your girl, Liliana, and she has a little bit of the designer product left, and she can't figure it out, and she's looking at it. Again, she did say she just wanted to put her face all in it because Tommy made it sound so good. So what does she do? She mess around with it, and Tommy told her not to take anything. He told her not to hit it at all, and she is not listening, and guess what? She took some of the designer product, and now she is spaced out. She's like, whoa, right? And she's feeling real good. Yeah, that thing takes you out. Took out Tommy, and now she's like, she grabs a coat, and then she leaves the house. Why are you leaving the house, Liliana? Tommy told you to stay put and stay low. What are you doing? So your boy Vic rolls up on Gloria's house. She's about to go to the bar, open up the bar. It's like, hey, come with me. I want to show you something. You know, I promise I'll get you back before you have to open up the bar, right? This guy, Vic, he's trying to lay it on his shorty. Again, he's trying to get back in her life. He's trying to do whatever it takes to make sure that she doesn't go with Tommy. Like, the fact that she was with Tommy, yeah. You know, that definitely made him jealous, and that definitely made him like, yo, I got to make sure that she stays in my life. You know, one way or another, he's going to try to make sure. So he brings her to this field, and she gets out, and she's like, where the heck are we, man? You taking me out here? This is nothing but grass and all this and that. He's like, yeah, look around. Look around. Look at all of this. She's like, yeah, I see it. What, you want to have a picnic or something? Like, why you bring me out here to this open field? He's like, can't you see it? Can't you see it? And she's like, what are you talking about? See what? And then he starts going into the vision, right? And she's just like, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, remember that house that we drew out on that napkin? This is it right here. I bought this property right here. And it's a lot of land too. And it's in Chicago, right? So he bought all of that land. And he's like, see, can't you see right over here? That's the west side. We'll put the porch here. So, and she was like, yeah, so we can watch the sunset. And she's joining in with him on this vision. Yeah, we can have the kids running around and all of this and that. So they're enjoying this vision. They're looking at the property. Again, it's a lot of acres. And he's like, yeah, I want this for us. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to do whatever it takes. And yeah, they get all googly-eyed and all of that. And then they start kissing, right? Of course, because she's feeling that. You know, she definitely wants him to step up. And yeah, your boy Vic is making some major moves. He's buying this property. Yeah, this is like a $10 million property from what Claude was saying. Like, this is a lot of property. So he's been working on this for a long time. They start kissing and making out on the car. And while they doing all of that, of course, you got somebody in a car far, far away. And this person obviously is looking at them. Who is it? It's your boy Paulie with the camera. The zoom lens, the special zoom lens. So he's taking pictures. He's like, what the heck? Like, they probably getting it on right there. So he takes those pictures, and you know who he's going to give it to, right? Yeah, he's going to give it to your boy Walter. And Walter's just looking. He's like, ah, damn it. Shite, right? He's upset. He doesn't want this to happen. He's like, well. And Paulie's like, hey, listen, man, you got a dilemma on your hands. You know, like, these kids, you know, we can only do but so much with these kids. But you got a chance to change all that. You got a chance to, you know, really let them know, like, yeah, if one of them is taken out and the other one wants the throne, then yeah, they're not going to care about themselves. They're going to care about you. They're going to care about you. So Walter's listening to Paulie, and he's like, yeah, you got to do something about it, man. You know, I had a chance, and I lost that chance with my son. Don't lose that chance with your children, right? So your boy Tommy calls Claude, and he's like, yo, I got everything, but this ain't nothing. Like, you got a couple barrels of the product. She's like, don't worry about it. I'm working on that right now, because she's getting the chemist to definitely work on some more product on a mass scale. So Tommy's like, man, I did all this for what? Like a couple barrels? But again, there's a reason why he stole the product for her. It's like basically stealing the product from the other girl, right? So here comes your boy Paulie, and they're in the restaurant, and they're paying people. It's like, all right, we're shutting down for an hour. Come back. So they're paying people to get out. Well, it's time for Walter to talk to Gloria. And, you know, Walter's looking at her. He's like, yeah, you're a goddess. You're a beautiful woman and everything else like that. And he's talking a whole lot of trash. And he's like, yeah, you're a beautiful woman. But guess what? Your face is not going to be the face that my son wakes up to in the morning, right? Your lips are not going to be kissing my grandkids. Like, this dude is just going in being a freaking... yeah, he's not being nice to Glow, and I don't like that, right? Like, you don't like that either. He's just like, yeah, it's not going to happen, and that's the reality, and he grabs her face, you know, like he's about to do something to her, right? Like, what you about to do? And she's like, what? He grabs her neck, looks her in the eye, boom, and she pushes him off, and he starts coughing, right? And she's like, yeah, Walter, you should sit down. Paulie looking like, yo, everything all right? You know what I'm saying? He didn't see her push him off. And he's like, I'm fine or whatever, but just know, you know, you can think about it, right? Just walk away. He's like, I know you owe me, but here's the way you can pay me in full. Just walk away from Vic. Don't see him anymore, and your debt will be paid, right? So he's like, listen, you don't got to answer me now, but eventually you're going to have to answer me. Eventually I'm going to have to get an answer from you, right? So he threatening her, right? So now we got these two detectives or whatever, and they got all the information. They know exactly what's going on with the Flynns. So they're investigating the Flynns. And they know that, you know, Claude is pretty much fudging numbers and cooking the books and everything else like that. But they don't have enough information. So they're like, yeah, we got to get on the inside of this to find out what's going on. So who do they see? As Walter's getting in the car, they see Paulie outside. And they're like, yeah, we need to get at this dude right here. So they're going to get at Paulie. Let's see if he flips. Now we go to JP, right? And JP, he throws on the video, same video that he showed Tommy in the beginning. And he's looking at Kate, his mom, and he's missing his mom. Look like he's missing his mother. Like he never knew her, but he wants to know her, wants to know more about her. So he paused the video, takes a pic from his phone and the whole nine, because he's trying to cherish that picture of his mom that he never knew. You know, it's just a mystery to JP who his mother is. He knows who his father is. And yeah, pretty much he feels abandoned by Kate. So he sits down, he's looking through a whole bunch of pictures and stuff, and he sees some old pictures of himself. So he's going through all of this, going down memory lane, he's laughing. But then he sees this picture of himself with a kid standing behind the fence. And he's like, yo, oh, shoot. And he's like, Tommy? Is that Tommy? So we're seeing through this picture, yeah, Tommy was probably there, but they was on the other side of the fence. So they may have been in the same area at the same time, and he didn't even know that that was his brother. That was his half-brother. So it's a possibility that Tommy was in Chicago at the same time JP was in Chicago, but they didn't mix them together. So now we got your boy Flynn, right? Walter Flynn, he's sitting there, sick as a dog. And yeah, your boy Vic comes through like, what the heck? What are you doing going and threatening Gloria, right? And he's like, I didn't threaten her. And of course, Claude comes in there, everything okay? And he's like, yeah, he went and threatened Gloria, right? So Vic is getting in Walter's grill, and he's like, yo, watch your tone, son, watch your tone. And she's like, maybe you should calm down. He's like, nah. Like, you never go see her, and all of a sudden, now you want to give her advice on what? Like, Vic is going off on Walter. Like, what are you doing? He's like, listen, man, I was just giving her reality, you know what I'm saying? That you never going to be with her, and this, that, and the third, right? It's not going to happen. You know, it reminds me of, you know, Coming to America when King Jaffa told, you know, Eddie Murphy, you know, love interest that it wouldn't happen. She was just a fling, or he was just sowing his royal oats. So Walter is talking to Vic on some like, yo, watch your tone, son. Like, it is what it is. She's never going to be with you. And he's like, you really want to force my hand? You really confident in that? He's like, listen, man, we built this thing. You're going to marry an Irish girl and you're going to be happy, you know, and you're going to be happy just like me. And he says, Vic says, that didn't end up too well, did it? Walter comes and slaps the taste out of your boy's mouth. Boy got bow. What did the face say to the hand? Bam, slap, right? So, yeah, Vic is on some like, what? He slapped me for real? And he's bleeding. And he looks at Walter like, okay. Because Walter has no idea. They're about to make a move on the Serbians. He's part of that. And he's about to step up as a man and be on his own instead of rocking with his father, who is just doing things that he does not like. They are not getting along at all. They're not getting along at all. And Claude is like, yo, he's not built like you. He's not built like you at all. He's not the same dude. He, you know, yeah, that's your son, but you're not cut the same way. Like, he's different. And Walter, again, he's losing control. He's losing his health. This man is dying. He's basically dying, okay? So now we see the cats, they getting it together, boy. We see Vic's boys. We see CBI. They getting the straps ready. They about to make moves. Diamond is talking to Jannard like, listen, just stay close to me, bro. Just stay close to me. You know, y'all have your radios on, you know, so we can let you know. Diamond is coordinating all the goons, everybody to get together to take out the Serbs. Here comes Tommy, and Tommy's looking at your boy, and he's like, yeah, man, you might get invited to the barbecue. And Simon's like, man, this guy right here. You know, Simon's the one that he pretty much broke his, like, forearm in the beginning, right? So your boy Jannard comes over, and he says, yeah, Tommy, Diamond told me that you sweetened the deal for us, you know, that you made it better for us. And Tommy's like, yo, I was just doing the right thing, right? So Jannard's like, okay, doing the right thing. Okay, we're going to get a bigger cut than everybody else. So, yeah, they're ready. They are ready to make moves. We got Vic. We got Simon. We got Jannard. We got Diamond. We got the rest of the clan. And we got everybody ready to get it popping on the Serbs. So they know how they move. And Tommy's ready too. So they about to do it. Ah, man, what happened? Because your girl was so high on that product, yeah, the Serbs caught up. Milkovic caught up with Liliana. Like, why, Liliana? You did not have to leave the house. You needed to stay in the crib. He told you to lay low. But nah, you want to go out and walk the street all on that designer product. So he's like, tell me where Tommy Egan is. And she's not saying anything. Not saying a word. You know what I'm saying? She's still kind of buzzed, but she's staying loyal to Tommy to the end, right? So he's like, listen, you better say something. You better say something, okay? You better say something right now, right? And she is a tough cookie. She don't care. So they take her hand. Man, oh, man, oh, man. This girl's been through some stuff. And they pretty much break her finger. And she's like, oh, my God, right? So she's in pain. But, again, she's a tough cookie. And he's like, tell me where Tommy is. And she lifts up her hand. And she shows him her broken middle finger and said, here he is. Right? Again, they broke the finger, right? So Milkovic smiles or whatever because they trying to break down more fingers, trying to get it out of her. So now Claude has the nerve, and again, has the nerve to come and see Glow. And she's like, listen, I know Vic loves you and everything, but you know what? Like, it's not going to happen. So she's on the side of Walter, saying that it's not going to happen as far as them being together. She's like, yeah, you don't know about our relationship. And Claude is like, yeah, I know that he bought that property. It's $10 million. Listen, we can transfer this into your name. And basically, you take this and you know, we can sell it or whatever, and that's a whole lot of money. You can get out of debt. You can start a whole new life. So basically, Gloria's like, yo, you gonna come in here? You think your father came in here to try to get me to get away from Vic, and now you're gonna come in here? Now you're gonna come in here and try to bribe me, right? And she's like, yo, I'm not my father. She's like, yeah, you're worse than your father, you know? And she's just like, what are you talking about? She's like, listen, your father's sick, and he's still tougher than you. He's still harder than you. She's like, what? He's sick? So now she knows that her father's sick. She had no idea because they was keeping it from her. So now we see the Serbs, and they look like they out there modeling or something. What the heck is this dude? He got his foot on the box. And one of the boys comes out. He's like, where have you been? Right? And blam, here comes the troopers, boy. Here comes Tommy and the rest of them. Blah, blah. Straps is flying. Rounds is flying everywhere. Boom, boom, boom. And they take out a couple of the Serbians. It had to be like 5 of them, right? Or 6 of them, right? There goes Simon. You know, he's like, yeah, you know, I got hype off of that, right? So they think that it's all good. Simon's smiling to Vic. And Vic is like, yeah, I told you it was easy. I told you it was nothing, right? And then blam, somebody takes out Simon, right? Your boy Tommy blasts back, finishes it off, finally gets all 6 of the Serbian goons. But your boy Simon, he ain't making it to the next episode, fam. And of course, Vic is like, It's like, dang. So Tommy's like, yo, we got to go, man. We got to go. We got to go, man. We got to go. You know what I'm saying? So good night, Simon. It's been good. We seen you for like 2 episodes. It's a wrap. Rest in peace, Simon, to the power graveyard. All right. Good night. Peace out to you guys. All right. So now we got this girl. Man, I swear she always coming to Claude like complaining about something. Why are you, like, how are you even working? So she's like, yeah, man, somebody stole the product, right? And of course, Claude knows that because she got Tommy to basically steal the product, right? She got Tommy to steal the product. She's like, oh, man, that's messed up. See, you really need me, you know? Like, you need me out there. Like, you got people stealing stuff from you. I thought your boy was taking care of it. Yeah, you know, somebody stole it from him. And then she gets mad. She's like, you know what? I knew I was messing with the wrong Flynn. You know, I don't need you no more. And, you know, and Claude is like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, you know you need me right now. She's like, nah, you have no value to me. And she's talking real trash to Claudia. And Claudia's like, she's about to walk out, and Claudia's like, yo, you better not leave. You better not leave. So she's about to walk out, and Claudia's just on some like, yo, like, don't go. And she's like, get the heck off of me. And the girl turns around, and she slaps Claude in the face. It's like, yo. And Claudia's like, seriously? You gonna do that to me? Are you crazy? Right? Like, she changed it to a whole different person. So the girl tries to walk out, and yeah, your girl, Claude, takes a utensil and basically puts it in the back of her head. Yep, Shorty is now done. It's a wrap. And yes, Claude's girl is going to second one. Well, probably the 4th or 5th one in this episode, going to the power graveyard. Good night. Right? So here we go. We got Vic, we got Tommy, we got Diamond and the rest of the crew. And yeah, they about to make a move on the Serbs at the next spot. We got Elijah. They all there. They ready. They got the straps. They about to get it popping. Guys are sitting there eating lunch, dinner, whatever, eating cheese sandwiches, whatever it is, right? And yeah, it's time to blast. It's time to go, right? So here we go. They get in. They start, you know, blasting the straps. Yeah, your boy Vic, he's getting it in. Everybody's getting it in. Tommy, he's getting it in too. Rounds are flying. Everything's going all over the place. I mean, this is the action I guess we've been looking for and waiting for, right? And yeah, your boy Elijah goes up and he tries to get somebody on the roof. And then he gets shot, right? Like, ah, man. And then Jannard comes out. He's like, ah. Like he's Rambo or something, right? And then he blasts the dude that blasted at Elijah, and boom, man, Elijah got shot in the neck, man. He's bleeding and leaking, and Jannard is like, He's like, ah, man, Yeah, well, it's been great, man. Hey, Elijah, Jeremiah, you did a good job, man. You did a good job, but yeah, we won't be seeing you in the next episode, right? To the power graveyard you go. All right. So now Jannard's looking down. He's seeing, Diamond. He's seeing Tommy, and they going in, right? Diamond's on some like, yo, come on, let's go. Talking to Jannard. All right. So yeah, they taking these guys out, and Tommy's talking to the guy like, where is Milkovich? Where is Milikovich? Right? And the guy looked like he about to blast, and Diamond takes him out. He's like, yo, what you doing, man? He's going to talk. And Diamond's like, yo, man, he look like he's about to light you up. What are you talking about? So then Tommy gets a phone call. Who does he get a phone call from? You know it. Milikovich. That's how Tommy was saying. Milikovich. Like gefilte fish. So Milkovich is on the phone with him. He's like, yeah, I'm talking to you, but your friend doesn't look like she's going to make it. So now Tommy figures out, yeah, Milkovich has Liliana. Somehow, some way. He's like, oh, man. He's like, yo, let me talk to her. I want to know. He's like, in time, right? So, man, like Liliana, she always getting into trouble, man. Why you getting... You should have just stayed at the house. So he's like, in time, yeah. So he figures it all out that they got it. So he's talking to them like, yo, we got to go get Liliana. And they're like, yo, all the fellas is like, yo, we did what we came to do. The job is done, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Diamond's like, yo, we ain't going after Liliana. You know what I'm saying? We came to take out the Serbs, and that's exactly what we did as far as these spots go. That's it. These are all the spots. And they're just like, yo, we done. Like everybody is like, we done. Vic is like, yo, we're done. We came to do our job, and the job is done. But the only guy that's like kind of standing there still is your boy Jannard. Jannard, he really has feelings for Liliana. And at the same time, he's kind of like, yo, Tommy's kind of cool to be giving us an extra percentage as far as CBI goes. So Tommy's like, yo, I got to do it on my own like I always do it, right? Your boy Vic, he's at the boardwalk. He's at the bridge. He's throwing his strap away. And he's thinking about everything, man. But he's thinking about how, yeah, they accomplished taking out the Serbs. And now, yeah, he's going to be his own man with this, 33%, right, of this West Side pipeline. So he's going to be his own man, and he's really just thinking about making moves, right? Really making moves for himself. Your girl, Claude, she is tore up because, yeah, for the love of this money and this game, she went ahead and got her first body. I believe this is probably her first body, and the first body is her girlfriend, right? So girlfriend, she's going to the power graveyard as well. Your boy Vic is trying to blow into that tube, to exercise his lungs, and he can't blow nothing. This man is dying. He is on his way out. Your girl Glow, she's looking at that deed, and she's like, for real? Like, the dude paid millions of dollars for this property? Like, seriously? And she's looking at it like, yo, I guess she may be thinking about getting away from Vic or getting this right here and selling it and getting all that money. I mean, she's really contemplating what's going on, but I don't think she's going to do it because she really loves Vic for real. Like, seriously, after looking at that deed. And then we see your boy Jannard with the strap. He cocks the strap. And what is he about to do? What is he doing? He's looking outside of his car window. Who is he looking at? What is he looking at? Your boy is looking at Diamond in the barbershop. Man, is he really going to go through this? After everything they just went through to get all of this together, man, is he really going to do it? And it looked like he's thinking about it for real. He's thinking about taking out his own brother. Again, this is the mid-season finale, so you already know they're going to keep us with some cliffhangers, right? And yeah, it's time. Like, it's a lot going on. He's thinking about really taking his brother out. So Tommy, he's racing. He's going back to his spot, right? He's going back to his firehouse, right? So he gets there. He sees the Serbs, and he sees Milkovich with his goons, and they standing there, and he's like, yeah, where's she at? Like Tommy's just like, yo, where's she at? And Milkovich is like, yo, that you're fond of her. that's a weakness. That's a problem, you know, in our business. You know, that's definitely a weakness. That's like bad. And Tommy's like, yo, around my way, you know, where I come from, it's all about looking out for your people. Now show me Liliana. You know what I'm saying? Like Tommy got 9 lives, 90 lives. Like they could have easily pulled out and sprayed on Tommy and taken him out, but they're not doing it because it's Tommy's show, right? So Milkovich is standing there talking junk. He finally brings out Liliana. Tommy sees her, and he's like, all right, give it up, man. I'll give you the product or whatever, and then we can call it even. But Milkovich is on some like, yo, you took out too many of my men, and I should just take both of you out. I should just kill both of you right now, and then we'll be even, right? So then a car comes along, a truck comes along, and they start spraying. And Tommy's like, get down, right? Boom. So they spray, and then Milkovich and his goons, they get in their car, they get in the truck, and they drive away, right? Tommy does get Liliana back, and he's like, yo, what the heck was that? Who was that? And she's like, yeah, you're bleeding. You're bleeding on your face. He's like, that's not my blood. And he looks down at her. Yeah, she got shot. But she's like, oh, man. But the bullet went through clean. So she's going to be all right. He gets up. He's like, come on. You're going to be fine. And she's looking at him like, wow, like you really came to save me. Like, you really loyal to me. You know what I'm saying? Right? So now we see some dude, he's taking off his gloves, right? There's a fire going on. And yeah, he's taking off his gloves. He's throwing it in there, taking the strap, throwing it in this burning car, right? We don't know whose car this is, but it's a burning car. And then he takes off his mask, and we don't see who it is at first. But yeah, it's your boy Jannard. And it's weird what's going on. But we see him, and he looking kind of crazy. He looking kind of deranged. Like there's a burning car. It looks like a truck or whatever it is. But yeah, it's burning, and he's looking like a madman. So, who is that? Who did he burn? Did he take out Diamond? See, this is the cliffhanger that they're leaving us with. Like, we don't know. Is it Diamond? Is it somebody else? Like, what is that about? Was that him in the car coming along to cause a diversion so Tommy can get Liliana away from the Serbs and the Serbs can run away? Well, again, this is the mid-season finale, and we shall see exactly what's going on in the next episode of Power Book Full Force. Yeah, fam, for me, yeah, this was a great episode. A lot of action, a lot of mystery, a lot of cliffhangers, a lot of people getting taken out, right? This is Power at its finest as we know it, right? So definitely drop your thoughts, your opinions on this. Was this a great episode? Was this a good episode? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Whatever it is, drop your thoughts, your theories, and you know what it is, fam. I appreciate you for watching always, and thank you for your love and your support, family, always. I appreciate y'all. So, you know what it is. It's your man, VACAY-J, and until next time, salute.